Today we are exploring the fascinating world of the 1960 Lincoln penny, a coin that may seem ordinary but holds an extraordinary place in the history of American coinage, from minting processes and design evolution to economic context and numismatic significance. This is a journey through the full background of one of the most talked about cents among collectors. The 1960 Lincoln cent was produced at the Denver Mint and is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909. The obverse of the coin features the bust of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. It was the first American coin to depict a real person rather than an allegorical figure. Brenner's initials were initially removed shortly after the coin's release in 1909 due to public controversy, but were restored in 1918 at the base of Lincoln's shoulder, where they remain today. The reverse of the 1960 Lincoln cent still featured the wheat ears design, officially known as the wheat reverse, although this was the final full year before the Lincoln Memorial reverse was introduced in 1959 as part of the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. But some confusion arises because transitional changes were still discussed into the 1960s, and collectors often include the 1960 cent as part of both the classic wheat reverse and modern Memorial reverse era studies. The 1960 Lincoln -1 is known for being struck in large numbers and into major varieties, small date and large date. This detail has generated years of debate and interest in the numismatic community. The large date has a more stretched appearance, particularly the number 0, while the small date appears tighter, more compact, and aligned with the size of the other numerals. Collectors typically favor the small date variety due to its relative scarcity, especially in high grades and in proof condition. The 1960 small date variety is one of the most hunted Lincoln cent varieties for roll searchers and collectors. The Denver Mint produced billions of coins that year, yet the small date Denver issue is significantly more difficult to find than its large date counterpart. This makes it a target for collectors who seek both date and mint mark combinations, as well as specific varieties. The Denver Mint struck over 1.5 billion Lincoln cents in 1960, making it one of the most common mints in circulation at the time. While high mintage typically implies commonness, the presence of the small date variety creates a subcategory of rarity. The hunt for these variations drives a major portion of the Lincoln cent collecting hobby and has generated hundreds of articles, expert guides, and videos which continue to educate new collectors. Coin composition in 1960 was primarily 95% copper and 5% zinc and tin, making these pre-1982 cents significantly different from post-1982 zinc-based issues weighing 3.11 grams. These copper cents are often stored by collectors for their metal value as well as their historical worth. They offer a tactile link to a time when U.S. currency was still made of valuable metals and not simply base metal-plated tokens. Grading plays a critical role in the value of a 1960 penny. Coins with sharp detail, especially in Lincoln's beard coat and hair, and clear definition of the lettering and date are considered premium quality pieces, and circulated examples in MS65 or higher condition carry much greater value, especially if they are small date varieties. Certified coins from grading services like PCGS and NGC offer verified authenticity and condition, which makes them more attractive in auctions and private sales. In this video we will also explore known mint errors from 1960 which include repunched mint marks, double dies, and off-center strikes. These errors are highly sought after by error collectors and can dramatically increase the coin's value. Even a minor repunching of the mint mark can create demand among specialists who catalog every known variation in mint die behavior. We will also cover the coin's cultural context during the 1960s, as a period of major change in the United States, from political shifts and the Cold War to the rise of modern civil rights movements. These coins circulated during a crucial decade in American history and were exchanged daily by millions of Americans, offering a fascinating window into the nation's economy and everyday life. The coin's physical preservation also matters greatly. Lincoln cents from this period can often be found in rolls or albums, but environmental conditions and handling affect their surfaces. Some show signs of oxidation or verdigris, especially if stored improperly. This is why handling practices, cleaning warnings, and proper storage in archival quality flips or holders are also important topics for any collector interested in maintaining long-term value. Whether you are a seasoned collector building a full Lincoln cent set or a newcomer trying to identify a mysterious date in your change, the 1960 Lincoln penny offers many lessons. It teaches us how to examine varieties, how to detect valuable errors, and how mintage practices affect coin availability and desirability over time. This in-depth journey through the 1960 penny will also include side-by-side photo comparisons of large and small date varieties, detailed commentary on strike characteristics, and discussions with expert collectors who specialize in mid-century U.S. coinage. Through these insights, you'll gain a deeper appreciation for what makes even the smallest coins valuable pieces of history. Stay with us here on LC Coins World as we explore every detail of the 1960 Lincoln penny, from its roots at the Denver Mint to its place in today's collector market. You'll see how a 1-cent coin can offer hours of education, insight, and enjoyment for anyone passionate about coins and the stories they tell. Complete detailed history of the 1977 Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, a coin that continues to capture the attention of numismatists and collectors alike. Despite its common appearance, the 1977 cent holds a deep story tied to American minting practices, historical context, evolving coin design, and the economics of coin production in the late 20th century. This video will take you on a comprehensive journey that uncovers every layer of its past and relevance. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, created to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and was the first regular issue U.S. coin to feature an actual historical figure. The design by Victor David Brenner was both revolutionary and iconic, with Lincoln's bust appearing on the obverse side and his initials discreetly placed below his shoulder. By 1977, the coin's reverse displayed the Lincoln Memorial, a change that began in 1959 to mark Lincoln's 150th birthday, replacing the original wheat ears design used from 1909 through 1958. The 1977 Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint, which was one of the most productive mints in the United States, responsible for distributing billions of coins for everyday use. Over 4.2 billion Lincoln cents were struck in Denver that year, making this coin extremely common in terms of mintage. However, high production volume does not always mean low collector interest. Collectors still closely examine such coins for varieties, errors, and historical transitions in the minting process. The composition of the 1977 D-1 is 95% copper and 5% zinc, which makes it part of the classic copper era before the major shift in 1982, when the mint transitioned to a zinc core with copper plating to reduce costs. Each copper cent weighs about 3.11 grams and is often hoarded by collectors and even metal scrappers for its intrinsic metal content, which exceeds its face value during certain periods of copper price fluctuation. By examining the 1977 penny more closely, we can study multiple aspects such as die conditions, strike quality, and design clarity. In this year, many coins were struck with high quality, -1, but production pressure sometimes resulted in weak strikes or minor die deterioration. Collectors often grade the coin based on the sharpness of Lincoln's hair, the detail in his coat, and the crispness of the date mint mark and legends. Any coin that retains strong luster and no contact marks from circulation is valued higher, especially in MS65 or above. Era coins from this year, including double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, and repunched mint marks, add further appeal and value to this issue. Although no major double die varieties have been officially listed for the 1977 penny, there are numerous minor varieties and repunched mint marks recognized by variety specialists. These subtle distinctions require a trained eye and are a favorite subject of role searchers and bulk collectors hoping to discover hidden value in ordinary. The historical backdrop of the 1977 Lincoln penny is also significant. America was experiencing a post-Vietnam era with changes in political direction, economic inflation, and social dynamics. Currency played a vital role in the daily life of Americans, and coins like the 1977 penny became a common symbol of transactions, commerce, and national identity. The penny retained purchasing power that has since diminished, making its presence in history books and collector discussions increasingly nostalgic. During this 2-hour deep dive, we will examine the entire minting process of the 1977 Lincoln cent, from blank blankets to strike to distribution. We'll discuss mint technologies used at the time, such as mechanical presses and quality control procedures, and how these affected the final product. We will explore how collectors use microscopes and loupe magnification to examine die states, mint mark styles, and era identification methods. We will also look at the market value of the 1977 penny in various grades, from circulated examples found in change to pristine red and circulated specimens certified by major grading services such as PCGS and NGC. Some MS67 red examples can fetch strong premiums at auction, especially when registry collectors seek high-ranking examples for their Lincoln cent sets. Storage and preservation will also be a major topic. We will guide collectors on how to store copper cents to avoid verdigris or spotting, and how environmental exposure can affect a coin's value and appearance. Preservation techniques, from to-buy to flips to airtight capsules and temperature-controlled environments, will all be discussed to ensure long-term numismatic health for your collection. The 1977 penny also connects to a broader narrative about the evolution of small denomination coinage in the U.S. as inflation grew and the penny's buying power declined. Discussions about discontinuing the cent began emerging. This context makes coins like the 1977 not just physical currency, but also historical markers of economic policy and public debate. Throughout this video, we will show side-by-side images of high-grade and circulated coins, provide expert commentary from numismatists and present auction results, and collector opinions about what makes the 1977 Lincoln cent worth keeping, learning about, and possibly investing in. We will decode coin terminology, explain the grading scale from good to mint state, and dive into registry set rankings and demand among collectors. Stay tuned here on LC Coins World as we walk through every phase of this coin's legacy, from its Denver minting roots to its role in American history and collector value. We will unlock every fact, story, and feature of the 1977 Lincoln penny, so that by the end of this 2-hour exploration you will have a complete understanding of why this humble 1-cent coin deserves a place in every collector's knowledge and possibly their collection.